Hi, boys and girls. It's good to see you back this week. We have a new Godly Place story that I'm excited to share with you today. It's called The Introduction to the Communion of Saints. So let's go ahead and get started. You know, if we were all sitting in a circle like we normally do in class and we were able to be together with each other, I would tell you to look around at all of your friends in the circle. Then I would tell you that there are even more people within our circle that we may not see sitting right here with us. I would tell you that these are the people who join us from the whole story of the Christian people. Now, we call these people, these very special people that are joined with us in this Christian circle, we call them saints. And saints are people who live very faithfully and they live a Christian life. They love God very well and they love others very well. And so we are going to hear a story today about 12 of the saints that the church remembers. I have a basket with the saints in it, and so we're going to hear about 12 of them. We're going to hear about 6 men and 6 women, and then we're going to hear it around the Circle of the Church Year calendar, which we've heard this story before. It tells the story of the church year. And so we are going to look at this circle as we remember the saints. We don't know exactly where the months are exactly in this calendar, but we can guess where they are. We know that this is Christmas. So this would be December. This would have to be January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So that's just kind of a guess as far as where all the months lie around the circle of the church year. We are going to look at each month and we're going to remember a special saint for each month. Here is Saint Thomas. Saint Thomas thought for God. Here is Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine loved for God. Here is Saint Patrick. Saint Patrick traveled for God. Here is Saint Catherine of Siena. Saint Catherine showed people how to be fair for God. This is Julian of Norwich. She was quiet and wise for God. This is Saint Columba of Scotland. And Saint Columba loved books and loved people for God. This is Saint Elizabeth from Portugal. Saint Elizabeth was peaceful and she made peace for God. This is Saint Augustine. Saint Augustine was restless, but he found rest in God. This is Mother Teresa of Calcutta. And Mother Teresa, she cared for the sick and she cared for the poor people for God. This is Saint Teresa of Avila. Saint Teresa was strict, but she laughed for God. This is Saint Margaret of Scotland, and she cared for her own children and the people of her country for God. This is Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas gave gifts for God. Boys and girls, here are only 12 of the saints that we are remembering today. All of these saints were amazing people. They prayed and they came so close to God in so many ways. They lived very faithfully and they showed love to God. They showed love to others. We have a Sunday in our church that we call All Saints Day, and it is the Sunday usually that's closest to November the 1st. And on All Saints Day, I know it's one of my favorite days because it's a special day when the ministers of our church get to read off the names of the people who have died over the past year, the saints that we have come to know and have come to love. Some of them we know and some of them we don't know. But these are the people that have impacted us and have shown God's love and lived such faithful lives. So All Saints Day is a very special day when we remember the saints of long ago and the saints that are here today. All of us are called to be saints. And when we believe in Jesus and when we show his love to other people in a kind and special way, we are living as saints are living. Boys and girls, I wonder which part of this circle of saints was your favorite. I wonder which part of this circle you liked the best. I wonder which part of this circle of saints was most like you. I wonder which part of this circle of saints was a part that we wouldn't want to leave out. We looked at the circle of the church year and we saw that there was a special saint for just about each month in the year. And so I don't know when your birthday is, but as you look at the saints and as you listen to the story, maybe you found the saint that was in your birthday month, and that could be a special friend. Today, friends, thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you will go have some expression time. You might have some books at home about saints, or maybe you want to learn more about them. And I hope that you will look for the saints in your life, and I hope that you will learn from these saints. Try to be the very best that you can be. And when you act that way and you show Christian love to other people, you are acting as a saint too. Thank you so much for joining us today for our Godly Place story, the introduction of the Communion of Saints. All right, friends, y'all take care. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.